It doesn't really matter yet.
All right, welcome to AC Flora High School in Forest Acres, South Carolina. We are starting tonight by recognizing seniors. I'm going to switch to Jim talking.
2024 senior class with high fives, pride, and exuberance. Let's welcome Wolf Winsky, Ben Gillespie, Cole Lumpkin, Ford Ness, Drew Reed, Hardy Salters, Monroe Spires, Jones Tuttle, and Hugh Scott. And now our honorees for tonight's ceremony. The class of 2024 stands here before you with honor to represent their families in this This will provide seniors are running through final curtain calls.
I'm switching. Hey, Alex, don't say anything. I'm switching to this microphone.
During their 4-year tenure at Flora, they have been a part of many great feats off and on the field. Currently in the classroom, they collectively have over a 3.8 GPA as a group and are all heading to college after graduation. On the diamond, they have been part of 2 region championships and captured an SCBA Sandlapper title. A personal note from Coach Hallett to the class of 2024. You have grown up in front of me over the past 4 years, and I cannot believe this night is upon us. Your contributions and dedication to keep Falcon baseball on the map will never be forgotten. Your hard work and dedication to the program were greatly appreciated and never overlooked. I will miss you dearly. You all have a special place in my heart, and I wish you all continued success in all your future endeavors. Always remember your time here, and never forget what you gave to this program. Play like champions tonight, for you never know what tomorrow brings. Once again, I wish you all the best as you move into your next destination. I will miss you, and again, thank you for all the great memories. I love you, Coach. Our first senior tonight is number 31, Ryan Harrelson. He is escorted by his parents, Natalie and Scott Harrelson. Ryan is a 2-time varsity letterman. His greatest memory is a Falcon baseball player playing in the IP Classic for the first time during his junior season. Ryan will be attending the University of South Carolina in the fall and majoring in mechanical engineering. His advice to the young and future Falcons, if you really want something, go get it. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ryan Harrelson and his parents, Natalie and Scott Harrelson. Our next senior is number 29, Evan Smith. Evan is escorted by his parents, Shelley and Jamie Smith. Evan is a 2-time varsity letterman. His greatest memory is a Falcon baseball player playing at Floor Field his junior season and the comeback win that night against Dorman. Evan is undecided on his college and major at this time, but looks forward to continuing his academic life at the next level. His advice to the young and future Falcons, keep working hard because hard work pays off. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Evan Smith and his parents, Shelley and Jamie Smith. next senior is number 17, Hank Collins. Hank is escorted by his parents, Carrie and Joe Collins, and his siblings, Rob, Caroline, and Grace. Hank is a three-time varsity letterman. His greatest memory is a Falcon baseball player, playing in the IP Classic for the first time his junior season and being able to hang out with his teammates. Hank will be attending the University of South Carolina in the fall and will be majoring in sports management. His advice to young and future Falcons: trust the process and always believe in yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you number 17, Hank Collins, his parents, Carrie and Joe Collins, and his siblings, Rob, Caroline, and Grace. Our next senior is number 8, Colby Ridgel. Colby is escorted by his parents, Kelly and Ralph Ridgel. Colby is a three-time varsity letterman. His greatest memory is a Falcon baseball player, playing in the playoffs his sophomore season. Colby will be attending Midlands Tech in the fall and will be majoring in business management and marketing. His advice to young and future Falcons: enjoy it while you can. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Colby Ridgel and his mother, Kelly Ridgel. Our final senior is number 2, Rents Bess. Rents is escorted by his parents, Rebecca and Jim Bess. Rents is a three-time varsity letterman. His greatest memory as a Falcon baseball player was being part of the 2021 state championship team and the celebration. Rents will be attending the University of South Carolina in the fall and will be majoring in sports management. His advice to young and future Falcons: bet on yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you number 2, Rents Bess, and his parents, Rebecca and Jim Bess. Ladies and gentlemen, we give you the class of 2024. Let's get on our feet and give these young men and their families an ovation they will never forget. Ryan Harrelson, Evan Smith, Hank Collins, Colby Ridgel, and Rents Bess. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the mound as our senior banner sponsor, Pinnacle Physical Therapy, will be throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. Pinnacle is owned and operated by J.R. and Kyra Watts. J.R. has Falcon baseball ties as he served as an assistant coach on the 2008 state runner-up team. He has been a proud sponsor of Falcon baseball for over a decade and our senior banner sponsor for the last 8 years. Pinnacle is located off Forest Drive and proud to be a one-stop shop for health and wellness. Pinnacle opened as the first PT clinic in town and also offers personal training, nutrition services, and massage therapy. Let's put our hands together and thank our senior banner sponsor, Pinnacle Physical Therapy. Okay, JR, let's follow strike. And now, please remain standing for our national anthem.
All right, I think we have something else before the.
I think you're right.
Oh, there we go.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for our Falcons and their game day partners. Leading off, playing right field, number 18, Charlie Scott, and his game day partner, little brother Hugh. Batting second and catching number 21, Tyler Hernandez, and his game day partner, Jones Tuttle. Batting third and playing second base, number 7, Roper Winsky, and his game day partner, his little brother, Wolf. Batting cleanup and playing shortstop, number 1, Jack Chetwood, and his game day partner, Drew Reed. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 15, Zach Sneed, and his game day partner, Finn Gillespie. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 29, Evan Smith, and his game day partner, Hardy Saunders. Batting seventh, our designated hitter, number 8, Colby Ridgel. Our left fielder, number 16, Paul Choate, and his game day partner, Ford Ness. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 9, Joe Ray, and his game day partner, Cole Lumpkin. And on the mound tonight, number 2, Rich Best, and his game day partner, Monroe Spires. And now, with our guests and remaining Falcons, line up on their respective baselines, and with all the spectators rise, remove your caps as we honor our great nation with our national anthem.
All right, we got to check levels real quick.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are.
Can they hear us?
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Hello. Welcome to the stream.
Sorry about the earlier one.
Yeah, so I had it on. I switched. There we go. I switched it to the camera microphone, but all I heard was wind, and so I switched it back to the headset and then cranked up the headset volume.
It's a little windy today.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so Rent's on the mound. That's all I got. Actually, I need to fix my autofocus or my
That's
non-autofocus.
not the first pitch you wanted to see.
That's all right.
Hey, got a long game. We got a long time to warm up before we start.
Yeah. That looks.
Well, while Jeff steps everything up, I want to welcome everyone. Happy senior night to everyone who's visiting and/or tuning in from afar. We are very excited to hopefully get this game underway. Team traveling over 120 miles today, playing AC Flora on their senior night. So I guess while Jeff sets
Yeah.
it up, I can tell you a little bit about the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles. Well, to put it bluntly, had a great season so far, 14-4, and they are, if I'm not mistaken, they are number 8 in the Skiza pool, in the Skiza rankings, mid-season rankings from Diamond Prospects. Because the South Carolina Baseball Association has not come out with their, or Baseball Coaches Association has not come out with the rankings yet.
Where's Hammond this year?
I don't think they cracked the top 10.
Wow. What about any other? Actually, let me play some background music
I
real quick.
think I wasn't. I can look real quick. I don't remember any of the local teams. I was more just
Either
looking for them.
Cardinal Newman or Ben Lippin.
Cardinal Newman's very good. Cardinal Newman's like 2.
Okay.
Let me.
I'm not sure Ben Lippin has a great team this year.
I don't remember who else. I know Cardinal Newman's really good because our good friend over the summer, Austin Laughlin. If you remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the Cardinal Newman team.
Wait, he's on Cardinal Newman now?
Yes.
Okay.
Or maybe on. Yeah, I think he's Cardinal Newman.
I think you're right. I feel like he used to be Ben Lippin though.
I think you are exactly right. I think he used to be Ben Lippin, but I think he's on Cardinal Newman now.
Yeah.
If Mr. and Mrs. Laughlin are watching, which I mean you probably are not, but I am sorry. All right, let's look. Let's go all the way down.
I know his parents.
Yeah, Cardinal Newman is. I don't know if they're watching. Cardinal Newman 2. Where's Wilson Hall? Is that close?
Sumter.
Okay. So there's some. Lawrence Manning 6.
That's the country.
Yeah, well I don't remember.
Manning.
Ben Lippin 7.
Okay.
Hilton Head is the Christian Eagles are 8. They beat number 9 Hilton Head Prep. Earlier in the week they are 9, and the other teams Augusta is number 1. PD Academy, who I've never heard of, is number 3. Williamsburg number 5, and then Pinewood is number 10.
Pinewood, yeah.
Pinewood around here?
It's country near Somerville.
Gotcha.
This side of Somerville.
The only team that you can really kind of compare this team to is they did play the number 2 ranked team in 4A, James Island.
Yeah.
And they played them close.
What was it, 8-6 maybe?
I thought it was 4-2. Maybe it was 6-4, something around the.
It was like a two-run lead or 2-run game.
It was definitely a 2-run game. It's just
Yeah.
one. I think one team had 6.
Okay.
I'm sure I can. Well, maybe get ready for first pitch. So quickly we'll run through. If you missed the wind was a little high.
Yeah.
Rance on the mound. Tyler behind the dish. Zach playing at first. Welcome back to the field, Mr. Smith. Or Sneed, whatever that name is. Roper playing second. Jack Chetwood at short. Joe Ray playing third. Paul Choate getting his first high school start today in left field. Center field is Evan Smith, and right field is Charlie Scott.
Awesome.
And then we'll quickly go through the Hilton Head Christian Academy. They are Cody Bratt leading off, Steelbird, followed by his brother Slatebird, Roman Colella, Keen Reese batting 5th, Alex Epstein in the 6th hole, Dylan Clark 7, Jackson Richardson 8, and Chip Hetzel batting 9th. So this is Rentz's first start ever here for AC Flora. After we used both our other 2 pitchers, we both used Sparky and Tyler in the win against Irmo. Rentz got the start on senior night, which begs the question of who will go tomorrow for AC Flora. However, before we get there, let's rock and roll here. Hilton Head coming in at 14-4. They are looking to try to start a great season. Really make this is one of the biggest games of their season so far, as we kind of talked about. So Rentz coming into this year has 5 appearances, 6 innings pitched on the mound, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 8 strikeouts, and 7 walks. As I said, he will get his first start of his college or high school career, whatever league this is. Geez,
high school.
I'm off my A game, I guess.
Yeah, don't rush us here.
No. So Rentz, getting his first ever start here, and he's gonna have to.
So he didn't start at all.
Not that I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Or I guess maybe he did. He may no. He actually did. He start against River Bluff. He actually may have. No, he did start against River Bluff. There's my stats. He did start against River Bluff. Put up 2 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 0 hits, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. So excuse my lack of knowledge there. I just didn't have it on my score sheet. Well, in the nicest way possible, he's got a tough lineup to deal with in the Eagles. They're a very good team. Well, theoretically pretty good team. Their record shows it. Their stats show it. This was probably their second biggest game of the year, I'd have to say, not first, because, again, they played Jays Island, who is one of the top teams. Looks like there's a lot of
what are we waiting for?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I will say, or maybe the umpire. That may do it.
Oh yeah, those are needed.
Might have looked over and I was like, what are we missing? Well, they're walking over right now. So, umpires coming in. AC Flora, senior night here against Hilton Head Christian Academy. Falcons looking to stay above 500. Hilton Head looking for a signature win here. It's going to be a hopefully fun night, and I do not envy anyone in the field tonight because you guys can probably hear it. It's a little windy today, so every fly ball will be an adventure for the fielders on both sides.
Yeah.
It's been windy all day and doesn't look like slowing down. Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, so with games tonight and tomorrow, game tonight and game tomorrow, I'm really hoping that we get to see Monty on the mound at some point.
We may. I mean, so we have a game. So for those who do not know, we have a game tonight at 7 o'clock, and then we have, obviously,
Yeah,
and then a
that's
game
right here.
tomorrow at noon. So, as Rentz throws down, or Rentz throws a pitch, and Tyler throws down, and we are ready to rock and roll. So Falcons have went 2 and 3 in their last 5. The Hilton Head Christian Academy 3 and 2. A little of a change. We look at. Oh, I do actually have the scores. Haha, they played James Allen. They did lose 6-8. There you go, Jeff.
Got it.
They beat Timberland 11-1. Stratford they lost 2-12. John Paul II they beat 17-1. And Hilton Head Prep they beat 9-1. Rentz, it's a righty on lefty. Your first pitch set to begin underway. Before Bratt steps out, right as I say that. Now Mr. Bratt will step back in. First pitch at 7:01. The first pitch right down Broadway. It's strike one, and we are underway here on senior night. It's again a nice 67 degrees, your first pitch temp. However, as I said, it's not going to feel exactly as it says simply because as you may concede and or hear it, that win. That next pitch right down Broadway, swinging strike two, and Bratt falls behind quickly. So Bratt is a senior, however, this year has been stellar, hitting .460 at the dish. That next pitch, high and away, ball two, or ball one. The scoreboard's wrong.
1-2. Yeah.
Yeah. Bratt and the win against Hilton Head Prep went 1 for 4. He's behind 1-2, strike three on the inside part of the plate. The left-hander watches it goes by, and Rentz Best starts his day off with a K. You see, it's so windy here, I think I'm worried about my tape coming off the bleachers. The about 20 pieces of tape I put on my thing to make sure it doesn't fly away. Well, Steel Bird, and potentially the best player in this game, comes up to bat here for Hilton Head. This kid's committed to Clemson. It's a righty on righty, and Rentz throws one away for ball one.
You know Roper's playing, right?
Correct. However, this kid's already committed to Clemson.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
That's fair.
That the Clemson does do. That ball hard hit on the right side, right to Roper Wensky at second. He'll take his time and make the out to first, right on cue from Jeff Rose.
Yeah,
There's two down. Yeah, no, Steele is committed to Clemson as committed last year. So,
Slade Bird.
and now his brother Slade Bird comes in, the sophomore, who's raking at the dish as well. Steele has 17 RBIs. Slade has 18. It's pretty incredible from a brother and brother player, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll see if Rentz can go 1, 2, 3. Slade a lefty compared to his brother. The first pitch from the right-hander is right down Broadway for strike number one. Rentz is not pitching around anybody today, as most of his pitches have been towards the center of the plate. The 0-1 coming home. That ball hard hit to center field. Evan Smith going to his right. He dives. Can't make the play as that ball may have got hit by the wind. Slade digging for two. That ball in a second. Not in time. So a double for Bird as that ball just got out of the reach of Evan Smith, who made a diving attempt. And there's quickly a man on second with two down.
Roman Kalea.
Well, Roman Kalea now up, another sophomore. Again, one of these, we talk about these good teams in the league. We saw this in the Forest Acres Classic. A lot of great teams in this state have a lot of mix of young and old. That is exactly what they are here for the Eagles. A sophomore hitting .455. Coming off a 2 for 3 performance, a home run to spare. Rentz will go back to a right-hander. The first pitch, swinging strike one. Fastball blew it by Kalela. Again, these Hilton had a lot of just young and old. We saw it with Well, we saw it with Steele, and now we're seeing it with Colella, who's playing very well as that ball just misses on the outside. It's 1-1. Roman hit his first home run of the season last game against Hilton Head Prep. He had one last year. This kid has a lot of power to boot. It's a 1-1 count. Rentz will come home. The pitch, the off speed, just outside. Looks like that outside corner is not being called today. It's 2-1 here against Colella.
I feel like I may have forced that. I accidentally hit the ball on the scorebook.
You see, that's
so
the problem.
I made it 2-1 count early.
Jeez, how dare you. Rentz will look back the runner at second.
Maybe I should accidentally hit strike. And
You
then,
should.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm doing it. Prediction.
Well, Rentz looks like the runner at second. Slade, who is very fleet-footed, tied for the team lead in stolen bases. He has 13. The 2-1 coming home. The off-speed lifted into right field, and we'll see the wind coming to play it. Charlie Scott having to come in. Now going to his left toward the right field line. He'll make the play. Well, the pollen's a big factor, as you just heard. Falcons go 4 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the first, still scoreless. Welcome back to the bottom of the first here on senior night here at Falcon Field. Rentz Vest was able to allow a two-out base runner not to go anywhere else other than second, and now the Falcons look to strike here in the bottom of the first. It's Charlie Scott leading it off. The right-hander on the mound, that's Zane Wilson, the senior. The first pitch from him catches the outside part of the dish, strike one. Well, as we said, it was a very windy adventure, and Charlie Scott in right making the final out definitely had that adventure as it brought him in then closer to that right field line. The 0-1 is bouncing in the dirt, and it's now 1-1. So Charlie comes off a 1-for-3 performance against Irmo in the win a game ago. He struck out, walked, and had 2 stolen bases, bringing his total up to 9. That ball just catching the outside part of the zone, yet again a little lower that time, though. It's strike 2. And Scott is behind. Charlie has 6 strikeouts this year. Unfortunately, Zane Wilson is specialized in strikeouts here for the Eagles. He has 30. The 1-2, that ball beat into the ground and foul, and we'll do it again. So Zane Wilson averages just under 2 strikes an inning. He pitches 17 and 2/3 innings pitches, a 1.19 ERA, and has allowed 7 walks compared to those 30 strikeouts. He's making his 5th start right now. His only other appearance was a save. Needless to say, this kid is good. Go 1-2 coming home. Wilson bounces that one again, and it's 2-2 here in this righty-on-righty matchup in the bottom of the 1st. There's nobody down. It's a scoreless game as Charlie Scott takes the leadoff role here for AC Flora. Wilson will work quickly. The 2-2 is high, and Charlie's now fought back. It's a full count. Quickly here for Hilton Head. Zane Wilson on the mound. Colella behind the dish. Steelbird at first. Chip Hetzel at second. Slade Bird at short. Keen Reese at third. That ball just outside ball 4. And Charlie Scott battles back from being down 1-2 and draws the walk. Finishing out, Alex Epstein in left. Cody Bratt in center. And Jackson Richardson in right. Charlie Scott just drew his 9th walk of the season, and now the walk king here for AC Flora comes up. It's Tyler Hernandez, who has 14. First pitch to him, the lefty grounds that one to short. This could be 2. Bird will step on the bag. He'll throw it to his brother at first. Did he get him? Yeah, he did. A 6 unassisted 3 double play, and just like that, the leadoff walk doesn't mean anything. Well, Falcons now looking for a 2-out base runner just like the Eagles did. It's Roper Wensky. Not many better people who have the chance to do it. Righty on righty here. Wilson will come home with the first pitch. That ball chopped over the middle. At second is Hetzel. He goes over to the middle of the diamond, breaks the throw to first, and it's out. Well, 2 pitches get the last 3 outs of the inning. And the Eagles retire the Falcons in order. We'll go to the second. Scoreless tied.
For the Eagles, number 9.
Well, the Falcons, after a leadoff walk, took 2 pitches to get out of that inning for Zane Wilson, and now the Eagles come up to bat here in a scoreless game going into the top of the second. It's Keen Reese leading it off, the right-handed third baseman for the Eagles. Rentz will go back for more in a second inning of work. He throws one low and away, ball 1, here to begin the second inning. Oh, Rentz, again, doesn't really work long, but on senior night, he's one of the only starting seniors we have. It's 1-0, the count. Rentz will come home. That pitch hardly chopped over to the left side out of Joe Ray, but Chet will play it back on the hop. The long throw to first, and he got him for out number 1. Excuse my longness. The sun is in the worst spot it could possibly be right now. I mean, I can barely see our first baseman, Zach Sneed.
Yeah, that's all right. People watching to have equal struggles.
Perfect. So I can see the throw being made, and I can barely see his motion. Well, it's Alex Epstein up to the dish, the right-hander. He'll show bunt, now try to put one down that left side. Ray will field it quickly. The fire to first. Did it stretch? Did he get him? Yes, he did. That's good to see. Joe Ray's made an error on that play before this year. However, he did not make one there, and just as quickly as the Falcons are retired in the first, there's 2 gone on 2 pitches here in the second for Hilton Head Christian Academy. Well, Dylan Clark, the designated hitter, will be the 3rd batter of the inning. There's nobody on and 2 out. I can barely talk before that gets out of my mouth. Ready on ready, Rentz will come home. The first pitch, breaking ball, strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. The right-hander watched it go by. Well, I guess it's kind of cool that I can actually talk about a player for longer than just getting their name for where they ground out. Dylan Clark, a senior, hitting .214 this year, and he steps out.
Long at bat already.
I know, it's the longest one in the last 4. The last 4 have been 1 pitch at bats. The 0-1, the breaking ball stays high, ball 1. Well, Clark not coming into the hottest of games. His last 5, he's 0-7 with only 1 RBI and 4 strikeouts. The 1-1 count, that pitch low on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. It's a late strike call from the umpire. But the senior on the mound is ahead 1-2. He ends up 2, nobody on, 2 outs. The 1-2 from Rentz, the curveball, that caught up, rifting in the center, but right at Evan Smith. This one a little easier to corral. And a quick 3 up, 3 down from Rentz Best. 2 groundouts and a line out. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Falcons looking to strike here in the senior day.
Number 1, Jack Chetwood.
Welcome back here to Falcon Field. It's senior night here for AC Flora. And it will be 4, 5, and 6 to open the bottom of the second. Jack Chetwood, before I can get his name out, that's lined in the left field, and it will drop for a base hit. The wind may have taken it, and Chetwood has the first hit for the Falcons. A leadoff single to left.
Now batting number 15, Zach Sneed.
Well, Zach Sneed, I mean, we're running through these batters here at Falcon Field as the ambulance coming in behind. Zach is working off that hamstring injury. However, he's now back on the field. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. I think it was an ACL, if I'm not mistaken. Sneed is not yet to play in the field. He got the start tonight at first base. Coach Hallett easing him back. A lefty here as Zane deals in that ball line in the center. That will curve into left center for a base hit. Back-to-back singles for the Falcons have them threatening here in the second.
Stepping up to the plate, number 29, Evan Smith.
Well, one of the seniors that's recognized today is Evan Smith. His counterpart in the outfield usually is Rentz Best. Remember, Rentz is getting DH for tonight, so he's not in the starting lineup. However, there is another senior in his spot. That's Colby Ridgel on deck. Evan has 2 on and nobody out here in the top of the second. It's 0-0. Evan puts down a bunt. That one stays high, and he pulls it back for ball 1. It's a righty on righty here. Evan can put down some nasty bunts. And right now, Evan's trying to find his swing at the dish. He's ahead 1-0. He throws bunt again. That ball on the outside part of the plate for ball 2. It was a heater that just missed, and the first baseman, Steelbird, crashing in. He's one to watch. He's the Clemson commit. He's a prospect as a catcher, however. He's been getting the start at first base here for the Eagles in the last couple games and for a majority of the season to add on. And now Wilson will step off. Well, Zane Wilson holding opponents to a 177 batting average here so far, giving up back-to-back singles, and the Falcons have runners at first and second, nobody gone. Evans shows bunt again, that one low and away, ball 3. And the right-handed senior at the dish has a path to first. He's ahead 3-0. So Wilson's not used to walking many people. Only came in today with 7 walks in his 17 2/3 innings. He walked Charlie Scott to lead off the Falcon order, and now he's in danger of walking Evan. 3-0, the pitch inside. No, called strike. Evan ducked out of the way. However, the umpire said, get back in the box. It's 3-1. Well, the sun has finally set over the trees, so I can take my glasses off and I can see the first base side of the field now. Beautiful night here in the Midlands, barring the wind. 3-1 coming home, and that one hits Evan. After he tried to dodge the last one, he couldn't dodge that one, and the bases are juiced with nobody gone. Bases are loaded, nobody out. What a senior moment this would be. Colby Ridgel coming to the plate. He's making his 7th plate appearance of the year. Over the last couple have not gone well for Colby, who comes in the last 5, hitting 0 for 3. Colby does have 1 hit, however, as of course, me and Jeff don't have it because the stream went out.
Oh, man. It was still good. We watched it.
We witnessed it, don't worry.
It was the next moment.
And everyone here witnessed it. I'm sure you've probably seen the video from the parents.
Yeah, his mom.
Well, the right-hander at the plate takes the curveball in there for strike 1. You said his mom took it?
Yeah.
I'm sure people have, it's made its way around. Colby has had another hamstring injury along with Zach. He's currently battling back and getting to play his senior year of baseball. The right-hander on the mound pitches the curveball, 0-1, low in the dirt, ball 1. So Colby in that 1 hit does have an RBI, however he's also struck out twice here. Colby is looking to bounce back in a big way and get the Falcons on the board here. 1-1, bases loaded, bottom 2, the pitch, high, ball 2. The right-hander on the mound, struggling here in the second. Well, the 2-1 from the right-hander. He throws a fastball away. It's ball 3, and a spot that he doesn't want to be in. It's 3-1, nobody out. The bases are loaded. There's nowhere to put Ridgel. He's got to find the zone if he wants any shot of limiting this damage. 3-1 coming home. That pitch right down Broadway, softly into the first base side. That's Steel Bird behind the bag in foul territory for out number 1. And Colby, he knows he just missed it, but there's 1 away.
Up next, number 16, Paul Choate.
So in his first high school start, Paul Choate has a big spot here. Here in the bottom of the second. Again, bases loaded, 1 out here after the Ridgel pop out. Falcons have 2 singles and a hit by pitch to load the bases. Choate will show bunt. He puts that one down the first base line. Bird has no play at the plate. He'll have to go to first, and that is an out at first. Hetzel covers over the run, does score. Paul Choate puts down a beautiful suicide squeeze, and the Falcons lead it 1-0.
Up next for the Birds, number 9, Joe Ray.
That is Paul's first RBI of the year, and he gives the Falcons the 1-0 advantage here in the bottom of the second. There's now 2 down for the 9-hole. Joe Ray, first pitch to the righty, he fouls that one back. Well, this other player is looking for his first hit of the year. Joe hasn't had the best of starts. He's a freshman getting a lot of starts over at third, but he's 0 for 17 at the plate. He'd love to drive in a pair here and increase the Falcons' lead with his first hit of the season. The 0-1, he now shows bunt. That one down the first base line. He's looking to get a bunt for a hit. Bird has to come and field it. He can't field it cleanly. That allows a run to score. Zach Sneed comes home from third.
They put an error on the board? I thought he was going to beat it, though.
The scorekeeper doesn't agree with you, Jeff.
Now batting number 18, Charlie Scott.
Nonetheless, the Falcons now have the 2-0 advantage off what is called an error from the first baseman, Bird. There's 2 gone, runners at the corners here for the top of the order. Charlie Scott coming back around already. He started this game off with a great at-bat here for AC Flora. It's behind 1-2 and fought back to walk. First pitch to him is out and away, ball 1.
Our game changer at least gave him a hit on that.
Well, that's technically what I go by.
I don't think if he made it clean, I don't think he makes that tag.
That's what it's about. It's kind of a perception play with the error. So if the scorekeeper thinks he could have beat it, they give him a hit. If they don't think he could have beat it, they give him an error.
Yeah.
Curveball stays outside, ball 2, and the right-hander on the mound, trailing the right-hander at the dish. It's 2-0 here with 2 gone, and runners at the corners. So it's just a perception kind of call. The on-field person said error. Game changer said hit. We'll have to see what they both agree with. That third pitch was high, and it's now ball 3. Charlie Scott looking for back-to-back walks and load the bases again. Wilson on the mound. He'll deal home. That pitch hard hit. Right side. That's a base hit. You can't take that one away from Scott. The Falcons are up 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. Looked like the second baseman, Hetzel, was playing more up the middle. That ball found the hole on the right side. And the Falcons have put a 3 spot here up in the second and still have some more in the tank as Tyler Hernandez will come to the dish. Well, Tyler's trying to push that last at-bat out of sight, out of mind. The leadoff walk from Charlie Scott. He grounded into double play on the first pitch he saw. One of the Falcons' best hitters digs in. The lefty scoots out of the way for ball 1 as the right-handed flamethrower almost hit him. Well, Hernandez has been struggling in the last couple games against Irmo. He was 0 for 3 in the win on Wednesday. He's looking to bolster that .341 average he came in with today. The 0-1 coming home. The lefty, that one sliding in the left center. That's a base hit and get a gap. That one may roll to the wall. One will score. They're going to wave him around third. The leadoff, Charlie Scott, he's got speed. There's no throw at the plate. He'll come in standing. It's a 2 RBI double for Hernandez. And the Falcons have put a 5 spot here now in the bottom of the second.
Now batting number 7, Roper Winsky.
There'll be a pitch runner there. That's Matthew Scott coming in for Hernandez, who will get a hero's welcome back to the dugout. Deceptively, even though he's hitting well, that was only Hernandez's 5th RBI of the year. It's because he's been hitting that 2-hole and hasn't got a lot of production from the bottom of the order getting on base. Well, Roper Wensky's the 9th batter in the order to come up. Wilson got on the ground out the last at-bat. We'll see if Roper can pull something here with 2 gone. He takes the curveball in there for strike number 1. It's a slow-moving curveball from Wilson as he's trying to get through this inning. It's a 5-0 lead for AC Flora, who now have 4 hits here in the inning, even with the Hilton Head error. The 0-1, that pitch lined over the second baseman's head. That'll get down right into right center field. They're waving him around third. Matthew Scott, he'll come in standing with the 6th run of the inning, and Roper Winsky has an RBI single. The Falcons have officially batted around.
Up next, number 1, Jack Chetwood.
After a great couple of games here from Hilton Head Christian Academy, they are letting this game slip away from them here early in the second. It's a 6-0 lead for the Falcons as they start to bat around. Jack Chetwood led the inning off with a single. Righty on righty, Chetwood lays down that bunt down the left field, third baseline. Reese wasn't ready for it, he waited back. A bunt for a hit as the pollen raises in on my voice. You love to see that after a couple of bunts. Chetwood laid down a beautiful one. No communication between Reese and Wilson on the mound and at third base. And there's 2 on, 2 out. Runners at first and second for Zach Sneed. Zach singled to left center earlier this inning. He's the 11th batter of the inning to come up as the corners are in for Hilton Head. Second baseman Hetzel covering second as Zach skies that one foul in the forestry of Forest Acres. It's 0-1. Well, the Falcons aren't seeing many pitches. They are caught on to Wilson, who came in with a 1.19 ERA. Falcons have 6 runs on him. A couple are unearned, though. We'll have to get the official scoring after this inning and see what Game Changer and or our on-field have to say about that. The 0-1 coming in from Zach is caught on the inside part of the plate. Strike 2, the changeup froze Sneed. So Wilson's 1 pitch from getting out of this inning, but out is a loose term as he's allowed 6 runs to come across. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the second. The 0-2 coming home, kicks some dirt up and gets away from Colella. That will allow both runners to move into scoring position. Chetwood goes to second, Roper goes to third. And now Sneed, who's looking for a couple more RBIs to add to his already outstanding high school career. Looking to come up. He hasn't had one this year. He had 8 last year. Right now he's looking for 2 more. He's behind 1-2. The pitch, that ball inside, grounded over the first. Steele will get on the ground and make the play for out number 3, and that will do it, but not before 6 Falcons cross. There was 11 batters in the inning, and AC Flora holds a 6-0 lead on senior night. We're going to the top of the 3rd. Welcome back here to AC Flora High School. Rents Best, after a 7-pitch top of the second, comes back with a 6-0 lead as he throws an off-speed pitch right down Broadway for strike number 1. And the Falcons' offense exploded in the bottom half of the second, and Rents throws a fastball on the outside edge against the right-handed Richardson. It's 0-2 at the dish as the right-handed right fielder Jackson Richardson. I mean, it seems like both these teams are not letting many balls go as Rents throws one in the other batter's box for ball 1. And I can barely get names out of my mouth. I did all these stats yesterday with wet socks because of all the rain, and I'm getting to show none of it. Maybe tomorrow. The 1-2, Rents is ahead. He'll wind, deal home. That pitch softly over the first base side, but it will go just foul. Would have been close at first because Sneed, the first baseman, didn't cover it. Would have been Rents coming all the way off the mound. He has some range. I mean, he's a regular left fielder for AC Flora. However, AC Flora may have caught a break. That one went foul. Well, Richardson, now a freshman, coming in here for this Eagle squad, has 4 RBIs and 214. He comes in with a 6-run deficit here in the top of the 3rd. The 1-2 off speed. No, they called a ball. You see, it looked like Richardson was walking back to the dugout, and Tyler was about to throw it down to first. Both players were stunningly surprised by the play. Now it's 2-2. The right-handed senior on the mound. He'll deal home. The fastball missed again, ball 3. And the Falcons in the field getting a little antsy after they thought 2 payoff pitches hit. Well, Richardson battles back. It's 3-2. Rents looking to avoid a leadoff walk here. The full count pitch coming home. That's one hard hit over to the right side. It's Roper Wensky at second making the play for out number 1. So Rents was looking for a strikeout, and he'll take the ground out for the first out of the 3rd. It's the 9-hole Chip Hetzel before the lineup turns over here for Hilton head Christian Academy, again, they trail 6-0 after the Falcons plated 6 runs off 6 hits with an error against them just a frame ago. Righty on righty here. Rentz will come home with the pitch. High and inside for ball 1. Hetzel, a sophomore, coming in after a 2-for-3 performance against Hilton Head Prep. The 1-0 pitch coming home. The off-speed stays inside. It's now 2-0. So Hetzel has the unfair stat of, well, not the stat he wants, 12 strikeouts, only to 5 walks. However, the kid has 11 RBIs. He produces when it matters. However, there's no one on the base pass for him to put home. The 2-0 coming home is low and away, ball 3. And Hetzel, the right-handed freshman, way ahead. It's 3-0 with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Well, the 3-0, 1 out. Comes home, Rentz. That one high for ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk. Oh, wow, the first base runner since the first inning for the Eagles to come aboard.
Up next, number 25, Cody Bratt.
Well, that is the first walk of the evening here for Rentz. And we'll bring to the top of the order. It's Cody Bratt, the only strikeout victim Rentz is able to get today. He went down looking to lead off the game. It's one of the longer at-bats of this game, too, if you've been paying attention. The first pitch is lined to the netting foul ball. I wouldn't say paying attention if you're just joining us, but either way, I mean, not many pitches have gone past the first 2 or 3 in every at-bat. Been a lot of soft contact and some hard contact for Flora, but more soft contact for these Eagles. Rentz is ahead 0-1. The right-hander on the mound deals outside for ball 1. The left-handed center fielder watches it go, and it's 1-1 here with 1 out. The runner at first. The Eagles looking to strike here in the 3rd and try to claw their way back, pun totally intended. Rentz will step off, and now giving Hetzel, a chance to catch his breath. Hetzel has 7 stolen bases. These Eagles love to go on the base pass. We'll see if he goes. No movement there. The 1-1 off speed stays high, and it's ball 2. Well, Bratt is committed to Radford College. One of the 5 players to have 50-plus ABs here for the Eagles this year. He's ahead 2-1, and Rentz will balk on the mound. I don't know what happened. I think he saw the late time, maybe? Not sure, but either way, it allows the first run of the game for the Eagles to move into scoring position.
It's Radford. It's south of Mason-Dixon, so.
What did I say?
Radford.
Radford. I knew it was Radford. I don't know why I
Radford.
said it. Oh, Radford. He's number 5 outfielder here in the class of 2024, the senior class. And another balk-off Rentz. Well, I saw the first because the first one was obvious. I didn't much see that one. Maybe he broke a little early. Either way, Hetzel's been balked to 3rd. And now the first run for the Eagles is moved in 90 feet away. 2-1, 1 out. I'm assuming any ball on the ground will be a run for the Eagles. The off-speed catches the outside part of the zone. It's strike 2 here against the lefty. Bratt, he has power and he has the hitting prowess. He has 1 home run and 6 RBIs with 14 walks. Count is level at 2-2. The pitch from the right-hander, strike 3, swinging right down Broadway. It was tipped into the glove of Hernandez. Well, Rentz's second strikeout now leaves that first run of the game for the Eagles to be stranded at 3rd. Steel Bird, the other college commit here for the Eagles, will step to the dish as the wind has all of a sudden really died down here in Forest Acres. Righty on righty, the off-speed, low and away. Hernandez does a great backhand job to keep that ball from hitting the backstop. Back in the first, Steele grounded out to second baseman, Roprowensky. He's looking for his first hit of the game, as he's off of a 2-for-3 performance with a homer against Hilton Head Prep. That one low, just not missing the zone. It's ball 2. Well, Steel Bird is the number 40th prospect in this senior class. He's the number 5 catching prospect, however he gets to start at first base today. The 2-0 here. Curveball stays outside. Now it's 3-0. And if you think this kid has power to boot, as I've said about a couple other people, well, you're right again. 5 homers this year. Last year he hit 6. It's 11 for the quick mathers. The 3-0, just missed outside. The off-speed floated in the outside part of the zone. Not even the zone. It's a 4-pitch walk to Steelbird, which brings up his brother, Sladebird.
Yeah, I got 11 too. 5 plus 6, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I just wanted to confirm.
Oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought over there after the walk. So, well, you think Steele's hitting well? Look at his brother Slade. Slade has the only hit here for the Eagles today. He doubled to the left center gap. That was just out of the reach of Evan Smith. Now Hill coming back up. He'll look to try to increase his already impressive 18 RBIs this year. First pitch to him, the lefty takes one on the outside part of the dish. It's strike one, the changeup from Rentz. It's righty on lefty here. Rentz trying to get out of the inning. He's walked 2, got 1 to ground out, and struck out 1 so far. There's runners at the corners, 2 down in this Falcons 6-0 lead. The 0-1 is outside, and that will bring ball 1. So Slade is just a sophomore. He's hitting .471 and a .594 on-base percentage. You want to hear something more impressive than that? Last year, he had a .741 on-base percentage. This kid gets on base, and he can do it with the best of them. Rentz will now look back at third. He stepped over there, no balk that time. And Hetzel, who's been over there at third now for an extended period of time here for the Eagles, gets back in safely. Count is 1-1, 2 gone here in the top of the third. The right-hander, he'll deal home. The pitch, the off-speed, that one's lifted in the left field or down the left field line, going foul. Looked like it had some more giddy up on it, but it kind of died in the air and just went behind the third base bag. But a spot that Joe Ray couldn't get it. So Rentz is now a pitch away from getting out of the inning. It's 1-2 here with 2 outs.
Let's see that big breaking curveball right here.
Rentz has shown it off. Now it is a little more obvious here to the left-hander at the dish. We'll see if he breaks it out. Runner at first goes. The pitch, hard hit to the right side through the diving glove of Zach Snead. That'll be a base hit and an RBI for Slade. That will allow his brother Steele to go to third, and the Eagles have struck here. It's now 6-1.
Up next, number 8, Roman Khalil.
It was a hard hit ball to the right side. The first baseman Steed just under his glove. And the first run of the game for Hilton Head Christian Academy brings the lead down to 5. Oh, Roman Colella, who flew out to the right fielder, Charlie Scott. What an adventure for Scott that was. The wind was high flying, and that ball moved probably about a country mile in the air before it finally found Scott's glove. The first pitch, that ball hard hit to center field, but right at Evan Smith. He'll settle under it and get out number 3. So there was a hit in the inning, but the Falcons leave 2 stranded. It's 6-1 going to the bottom of the third.
All right, before we get to the, the bottom of the third.
Bottom of the third.
I want to thank a sponsor for the stream. I need to turn the music down just a little bit. I failed already. Oh, actually, I can turn it off now. All right. If you're looking for a fencing company you can trust, for more than 2 decades, Superior Fence and Rail has been building quality fences. They're a Columbia fencing company that cares about its customers. Homeowners rely on Superior Fence and Rail for exceptional products and installations. They have more than 5,000 5-star reviews. Ooh,
That
swing.
one's low and away, but a strike for strike one.
Yeah, and a 94% customer satisfaction rating. Visit them online at superiorfenceandrail.com. Give Gregory a call at 803-239-1302 to get started.
Well, Evan Smith swung at ball number 1, so it's 0-1 here from the right-hander on the mound. Throws a fastball that catches the upper part of the outside zone. It's now 0-2. Well, Zane Wilson, after a rough second inning, is now back out there for the third. Will Mall was warming up there for the Eagles. The breaking ball caught, looking strike 3. Broke very late and caught the zone even though it looked low. And that's strikeout numero uno here for Wilson. It's kind of surprising, the leader in strikeouts.
Up next, number 8, Colby
Oh, it's 6,
Riddle.
7, and 8 here up for AC Flora on senior night. Colby Ridgel will be at the plate. He popped out to the first baseman for the first out of last inning. He watches a slider go beautifully into the inside part of the zone for strike 1. So righty on righty here as the Falcons hold a 6-1 lead now coming to the bottom of the third. Trying to replicate the success of last inning. That fastball way away. It's ball number 1. Well, Colby now comes into the game, or comes into the inning 1 and 6 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts. He's looking for a signature hit here that would cap off his senior year. The 1-1 curveball is beautifully slotted in for strike number 2. That broke right down Broadway. Well, after Colby is Paul Choate, and then in the hole, it's Joe Ray. It's the bottom part of the order due up here for AC Flora. The 1-2, 1 out is low and away for ball 2. So, what a good sign for AC Flora fans. The Falcons have been outscored, or out-hit in the last 2 games. However, today they're out-hitting the Eagles 6-2 here in the third. 2-2, the inside breaking ball stays inside just barely for ball 3, and Ridgels worked the full count. Falcon dugout trying to pull on their senior to get a hit here. The 3-2 pitch, swinging strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for the Hilton Head leader in strikeouts brings this game to 2 outs in the bottom of the third.
Now batting number 16, Paul Choate.
Well, Paul Choate, he sacrificed bunt for an RBI last at-bat, and first RBI in high school career here on the varsity level. Paul looking to do something better and get a hit. He swings and fouls that one right into home plate. It's 0-1. So last game, for those who missed, here at Irma, Paul Choate got hit in the head off of a breaking ball. Obviously, he's okay. So Coach Hallett gave him a start today. How about that? The 0-1 right down Broadway, and he's behind 0-2. Paul struck out twice here so far. He's looking for his first hit in his varsity career. The pitch is high skied in the right field, going back Richardson. He should settle under it in right field, and he'll make the play for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Eagles. The Falcons still lead at 6-1. We're going to the 4th. Well, the Falcons go from senior to senior on the mound. It's the right-handed Ryan Harrelson. First time he's pitched in just over a week and some change. That first pitch from him, the side armor, throws it way outside. It's ball one. Last time we saw Ryan was that thriller against Miller. The alliteration again intended. Or rhyming?
Rhyming, that's
rhyming.
not alliteration.
Hey, I'm not in school, you know, one of my days off. And now Harrelson throws one outside against the righty. It's 2-0. Two and 0 coming home way outside again. It's ball three. Righty on righty, Ryan Harrelson, who's been one of the better relievers here for AC Flora, looking to continue that trend, but he's behind 3-0 here against Keen Reese. The 3-0 coming home. That one finds the zone, the upper echelon of it for strike number one. Falcons keep the defense the same other than that switch on the mound. So Paul Choate still out there and left. The breaking ball catches the outside part of the zone at strike two. Harrelson loves the top part of it. And he's trying to battle back from being behind 3-0 here against Reese. The 3-2 coming home. That ball hard hit on the right side. That's going to find the hole for a base hit. Charlie Scott will field it. A leadoff single here for the Eagles. So Rent's best line, he pitched 3 innings. He had 1 earned run off of 2 hits. He had 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. So a lot of 2s for Rentz. Well, now it's Alex Epstein. He grounded out to the third baseman Joe Ray last at bat. It was a great play from Joe, who came in to field the bunt. The off speed catches the upstairs part of the zone for strike one. And Harrelson is peppering the upper echelon of the zone, kind of up and away. I guess that's where he likes his balls. We'll see if the Eagles can jump on a couple of them and get some runs back. Next pitch, that one will stay high for ball two. So Ryan making his 5th appearance out of the pen this year. Pitched 6 1/3 inning, giving up a 1 earned run and 8 hits with 6 strikeouts and 4 walks. The 1-1 is right down Broadway. Maybe a bit on the outside, but either way caught the zone for strike number 2. On the 1-2, righty on righty. He deals that one softly up the middle. Roper Wensky. He kicks it up, and that one's going to go in the right center field to allow the runner Reese to go to third. And an error for AC Flora has given the Eagles some life. Well, there's 2 on, nobody out. Runners at the corners here, as Roper would have got the lead runner if he fielded it cleanly. Instead, there's nobody down. At the bottom of the order, due up in the DH, the right-handed Dylan Clark. Clark lined out to center field back in the 2nd inning. He's looking to get a hit and drive in a couple more runs, add to his RBI total of 5. Falcons up 6-1. We're in the top of the 4th here on senior night. The first pitch way outside, it's ball 1. Falcons put a 6th spot up on 6 hits and an error back in the bottom of the 2nd. Eagles got one back in the 3rd off of 2 hits. Now they're trying to strike with some more. That pitch, that one pounded over to the right side, but foul off the fist of the bat of Clark, and that one went toward the AC Flora dugout. Well, the wind died down to the sunset, which makes this a nice, comfortable mid-60s here in the Midlands. After we were kind of scared, I had my jacket ready and waiting in case the wind kept coming in and the sun set. Well, Harrelson throws one back to first, not in time, as Epstein slides back in safely. Epstein has 6 stolen bases this year. He's not been caught stealing. We'll see how aggressive the Eagles are as they trail by 5 here. Harrelson will throw back yet again. Epstein gets back in safely yet again. Epstein did steal a base against Hilton Head Prep just a game ago here for these Eagles. We'll see if he even tries one. It's a 1-1 count. The right-handed DH at the dish. Harrelson, the right-handed senior. Now we'll go to third. Do they rule that one a balk? No, they don't. That one looked very scary, as Hernandez, the catcher, will come out and talk to his pitcher. It looked like he almost went home on that one.
Yeah,
So
it looked like he almost stumped his toe or something.
I think it was more of a Tyler trying to say, "You're all right, man."
Mm-hmm.
So AC Flora, they are now 8-7 on the year after the back-to-back wins against Irmo. Hilton Head Christian Academy, 14-4, again one of the top teams in Skiza. See Flora looking to build on a couple wins and go into the Lugoff Elgin Series next week. That one bunt missed for strike number 2. The breaking ball went under the bat of Clark. There's now a 1-2 count here against the right-handed DH. Hilton Head Christian, some may say they're dominant in that Skiza division. 7 state championships in 4 years across their sports divisions, including 6 straight women's basketball championships. That throw down to second in time. Did they get it? Did he stay in the glove? Yes, it did. Chetwood lays the tag. For the first time this year, Epstein caught stealing. That one was low and away for ball 2, but the Falcons will take out number 1. So it's now a 2-2 count here against Clark with 1 out in the top of the 4th. There's only 1 runner on the base pass as another run to try to get the Eagles back in it is standing at 3rd. The 2-2 coming home. The pitch, swinging strike 3, and Harrelson gets a much-needed strikeout, and the Falcons have 2 away here in the top of the 4th. So after a very promising start to the inning, a hit and an error here for Hilton Head Christian Academy. There's now 2 gone and only a runner at 3rd for Jackson Richardson. Richardson grounded over to Roper in his last at-bat. The first pitch to him, right where he is. Rounded that second. Roper fields it back and makes the easy throw to first. So again, a hit and a leadoff error for the Hilton Head Christian Academy. Put runners at the corners. The Falcons get out of it, leave a runner at 3rd. It's a 6-1 lead here for AC Flora on senior night.
Falcons, number 9, Joe Ray.
Welcome back here to senior night here in the Midlands. Bottom of the 4th is due up here for AC Flora. It's 9-1-2. Leading off for AC Flora is Joe Ray, who reached on a hit and or an error where you look. I'll have to get that cleared up after the game. The first pitch from the right-hander, that breaking ball stays outside against the right-handed third baseman for AC Flora. It's 1-0, and we are underway here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 pitch coming home. That one low and inside, but catches a zone for strike number 1. So the Falcons jumped out to the big lead back in the 2nd. They scored 6 runs off 6 hits. However, Eagles, they got 1 back in the 3rd. That breaking ball catches the outside part of the zone. It's strike 2. The Eagles got a run off of 2 hits. AC Flora left another run stranded in the 4th, excuse me, and now it's a 6-1 lead for Flora. The 1-2 coming home outside, ball 2. Well, Joe Ray, depending where you look, we'll have to get that official. He either got his first hit last at-bat in the varsity level or still searching for one. The 2-2 got looking outside part of the plate. Strike number 3. And Zane Wilson, who got beat up back in the 2nd inning, is now settled in comfortably.
Now batting number 18, Charlie Scott.
Well, the young sophomore, as the song intends, trying to be what he's destined to be. First pitch to the right-hander. That ball is right at the center fielder, Cody Bratt, and it's going to drop. No, it got died in the air. It looked like it was a much harder hit. It was the second baseman, Hetzel, who came over to make the play, and that's 2 gone. Did you think that was going in the center?
Yeah.
That ball just, for whatever reason, the backspin on that killed the ball's momentum, and it died just behind the second base. And then the second baseman, Hetzel, came over and made a nice play for 2 down quickly. I'll bring back up Hernandez, who had a 2 RBI double in his last at-bat. The lefty at the dish, launches strike 1, kicks the inside part of the plate. Well, Wilson again started it. Well, he really had a really rough second inning. He settled in nicely here. Retiring the last 6 batters, a swinging strike 2. Falcons in danger of being the last 7. The left-handed catcher is behind 0-2 to the right-handed flamethrower. 0-2, 2 out top, bottom of the 4. Swinging strike 3. Another K. That's 2 in the inning for Zane Wilson, who looks dominant all of a sudden. The Falcons go down in order, but they still have a 6-1 lead going into the 5th. It's 9-1-2 due up for the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles here in the 5th. They are chasing 5 here as we hold the 6-1 lead. The first pitch from Harrelson, that ball softly ground to the right side. Harrelson will come off the mound. He'll field it, and he'll step on the bag. How about that? The one-man show for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 field, 1 out for Harrelson.
It didn't have much choice. The ball was like riding on his wrist.
Yeah, he kind of fumbled that ball, and so when he fumbled it, it made a harder play, and he had to basically didn't want to take the risk and flip it to Sneed. Well, there's 1 down, and now Harrelson will get his chance to battle the 2 commits. It's Cody Brad, the Radford commit. However, he's very happy to see Rents out. He struck out twice, 1 looking and 1 swinging. He lays the bunt down. Now Harrelson has to come off the mound and field it. Quick fire to first. That throw, just not in time. Brad beats out the infield bunt single. And there's a 1-out base runner here for the Eagles.
Now batting number 11, Steel Bird.
So Steel Bird will get his next chance up. He is 0 for 1 here in the game with a walk and a ground out. Bird, the Clemson commit, looking to jumpstart this Eagles offense, which has been limited now to 4 hits. It was 3, but they only have 1 run. First pitch to him is fouled and sliced down the right field line. It's righty on righty here as Harrison working into his second inning of work. Got to imagine after Harrelson it will turn over to the last senior pitcher for AC Flora and Hank Collins. 0-1, runner takes off. That pitch is going to say it's going to hit Bird on the hand. And now there's a runner at first and second with one down.
Number 34, Slade Bird.
So that was brother Slade Bird gets a chance to come back up here. Slade has the only RBI for the Eagles today. He put a single, grounded one through the right side hole between first and second. He's looking to
2
add.
for 2?
He is 1 for 2. Or no, he is 2 for 2. You're right. He has a double and a
'cause
single.
He had the first double.
Correct.
The diving.
See, this is why you're here, Jeff. You
Yeah.
correct me when I'm wrong.
Just,
Huh?
I don't know why I would remember that, but yeah.
No, he doubled to left field. You're right. So he's 2 for 2, looking for a cycle, I guess, if you're looking for that. However, he needs his first high school home run to do that. Righty on lefty, Harrelson, the right-hander, deals home, and it's high for ball 1. So we talked about how impressive this freshman was. He now has 19 RBIs here for the Eagles. He's chasing number 20. That's Colella, who's on deck, who has 20 with the most for this Hilton Head Christian Academy team. Runners at first and second, one gone. That pitch hard hit in the right center field. That ball going over Charlie Scott in the right center field gap. The right fielder, he'll make the play for out number 2. Tagging at second, and the Radford commit will make it to third. So now there's runners at the corners, but Slade, who hit one hard, couldn't find the hole. It looked like it was going to be down for extra bases, but Charlie Scott, one of the best Falcon defenders, made the long run from right field to right center and made the second out. So there's runners at the corners, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. The Falcons have the 6-1 lead. The Eagles are threatening, looking to try to get back into this game after a 6-run second inning for AC Flora. Well, it's the RBI leader, Roman Colella. He'll get his first crack here at Harrelson. This is the last batter in the lineup that Harrelson has yet to face. Harrelson will step off and look back Steelbird over at first. Steel reach on a hit by pitch. Bratt, he singled back to the pitcher on a bunt. It's righty on righty. Harrelson will deal home. The sidearm throws one. It's fouled back by Colella. It's 0-1. Harrelson, yet so far this season, still only giving up 1 earned run. There's a dangerous second one over there in the form of Bratt at third, and then Bird would love to score the 3rd run against Harrison. The 0-1 coming home is low for ball 1. It's righty on righty. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, runners at the corners. Harrelson comes home. The pitch is just high. It's ball 2. So again, after today, we'll play one more tomorrow with the Eagles at noon here at Falcon Field, with the fair going on to the right of us. Should be a good time, right, Jeff?
Yeah, fantastic.
You can go ride a ride during
I
innings.
will not ride any of those rides.
No? You don't want to ride the fun slide?
I only like to ride permanent rides.
2-1 the count. That pitch is way outside for ball 3. And just like that, Harrelson in danger of walking the bases loaded. So Roman Colella, the catcher, the right-hander is ahead 3-1. The right-handed sidearm comes home. The pitch caught on the inside part of the zone. Strike 2. Colella had already thrown the bat, and you'll have to go pick it up and step back into the dish for the 3-2 with 2 outs. So it's 3-2. Bird at first will be in motion. There's 2 gone, top of the 5th. Falcons up by 5. Eagles are threatening here. Righty on righty. Harrelson comes home with it. The pitch stays inside. Ball 4. Good eye from Colella. That ball was around the same location.
Yeah, it was about the same spot.
as the last pitch, but it's a walk nonetheless.
A lot of RNG on the pitch, the strike zone today.
Well, Colella will get pitch ran for almost immediately. That's Jesse Hall, the senior, with 3 stolen bases this year. However, there's nowhere for him to go as the bases are juiced for Keen Reese. Keen singled back in the 4th, but he was left stranded at 3rd just an inning ago. In his other plate appearance, he grounded out to Jack Chetwood at short. He comes up, the bases loaded, and 2 gone here. The first pitch low and away and inside for ball 1, not away, wrong terminology. Hilton Head Christian Academy trying to strike here and get back some much-needed runs, but there's going to be a mound visit here from Tyler Hernandez and the pitching coach for AC Flores. The whole infield will come in.
Hey, I'm going to play some background music that's way too loud. Hold on.
Just waiting for you to do it.
Oh, there we go. Hey, special thank you to Superior Fence and Rail. He's been sponsoring spring sports this spring. They are dedicated to providing first-class customer service from the first phone calls to the final inspection. Their team delivers friendly, responsive, and attentive service, quality fence products, and great communication. For a Columbia Fence Company you can depend on consistently, consider Superior Fence and Rail. Give Greg Graham a call at 803-239-1302 to get your fencing project underway.
What timing that ad read was, right?
Oh man, I'm so good at this.
So 1-0 the count here to the right-handed Reese. The bases are juiced with 2 down in the top of the 5th. Falcons lead it by 5. It's a 6-1 lead. That's all I was going for. But Hilton Head Christian Academy would love to play a couple here. The 1-0 from the sidearm and rightly. Swinging strike 1. That off-speed stayed inside, and Reese couldn't catch up to it. Kane Reese has 13 RBIs. He has 3 on the base pass. The 1-1 now. I look back at third. Almost the ball got away from Ray. However, he was able to backhand and glove that one and keep Brad at third, who slid back in safely. It's 1-1, 2 gone. Falcons looking for some big innings here from the seniors on senior night. It's 1-1, coming home. The pitch just outside, ball 2. Harrelson just missed with that changeup. Outside against the righty. It's 2-1 with 2 outs. Falcons are playing him straight up. First baseman, Zach Snead is playing back. The 2-1 is fouled back into us. And there's 2s around. 2-2 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Bases loaded. Harrelson is 1 pitch from getting out of this inning. The 2-2 coming home. Harrelson got ball ground over to first. Zach Snead, hop. Oh my. Almost took off his head. He'll go into right. 1 run will score now. Steal off the bag. The throw not in time. Everybody moves up on the hard single for Snead.
Tough bounce.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that one. It was on the ground and then last second hit the edge of the dirt and kicked up right on Snead. Well, an RBI single for Reese makes it 2-6 now. Now the tying run is at the dish. Well, Alex Epstein, who reached on an error back in the 4th, but was caught stealing. He also grounded out in this game, so he's 0 for 2 technically. He has the bases loaded with 2 outs, now trailing by 4. The pitch, inside fastball caught, looking for strike 1. Nice pitch from Harrelson, painting the corner in light blue. So on a rough spot for Harrelson, that was his first run. He's given up of the game, and Epstein at the plate representing the tying run for the Christian Academy. That pitch, swinging strike 2. Looked like the changeup was blown by Epstein of all things. And Harrelson, yet again, 1 pitch from getting out of this inning. Harrelson kind of slunched over back at home. He'll come back, come set. The 0-2 coming home. The sidearm, swinging strike 3. 3 pitches is all it takes to get Epstein and the Falcons get out of the bases loaded jam with only 1 run across. It's a 6-2 lead here for AC Flora and look to expand that going to the bottom of the 5th. Oh, here we go. Falcons have the heart of the order up here in the bottom of the 5th. In the top half, the Eagles plated 1 to trim the deficit down to a 6-2 deficit. Now AC Flora will bring their big guns up, try to match it. First pitch to Roper. The right-handed second baseman watches the curveball break in the dirt for ball 1. Well, ever since 11 batters came up in the second, Zane Wilson's retired the last 7 Falcons to come to the plate. It's 1-0 against Roper. The curveball, and that one's beautifully in there for strike 1. In his 2 plate appearances, Roper had a 2 RBI double back in the second, and he grounded out to the second baseman in the first. The 1-1 from the right-hander on the mound is way away for ball 2. Roper's chasing Jack Chetwood in the RBI for the team. He's now 1 behind. The off-speed stays up and away for ball 3. Roper didn't even wait for it to break before he stepped out of the box. It's 3-1. Roper would love to get a leadoff base runner for AC Flora. The 3-1 pitch. Mass ball caught looking. Strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Nice pitch from Wilson. Took a bit off of that one to put it across. And we have a full count here. Wilson will deal. The 3-2 is fouled back, and Roper will get another one. It was off the hands of Wensky. Roper coming off of his career-high 4 RBI game against Irmo. It's a full count. The breaking ball. I hit Roper, so he'll take first and try to hype his team up as a leadoff base runner, the first base runner since back in the second.
Up next for the Falcons, number 1, Jack Chetwood.
Well, Jack Chetwood will get a chance to try to continue that trend for base runners. He reached twice in the second inning alone. He had a double, or 2 singles, excuse me. And the first pitch, Roper tries to go. Swinging, that's going to be a foul ball. Roper stumbled. It caught a break. Looked like he broke and stumbled out of his break. He would probably been thrown up by a half a mile if he continued. However, Chetwood able to foul it off, so it's 0-1 here to the right-handed shortstop. Roper on first. Hasn't successfully stolen a base this year. He's 0 for 2. He throws back to first is Zane Wilson, who Roper gets back in. Chetwood, however, the best person to hit him home. If he can get in a scoring position, he has 13 RBIs for the Falcons, which leads the team. 0-1, the pitch inside, ball 1. That one almost hit the knees of Chetwood before he got out of the way. Well, Wilson, who, again, struggled back in the second, has looked dominant. Now has 4 strikeouts in the game. He'll throw home the pitch. Big strike 2 up in the zone, and Chetwood took a hack at it. Wilson, who came in this game with 40 strikeouts, or 30 rather, excuse me, had 4 and 6 batters. The 1-2, a hard over to second base, laying back on it, Tetzel. Throw it to short for 1, a second, got him at first. A dart from Slade Bird to Steel Bird, and another double play. It's the second one of the game the Falcons have grounded into. The 4-6-3, and now there's 2 down.
Stepping in the box, number 15, Zach Sneed.
Well, Zach Sneed will get a chance to try to put some Falcons on the base pass now after the double play. It's righty on lefty as the left-hander digs into the plate. The first pitch to him is high, but caught looking for strike 1. I don't think it goes up around the letters, but it's called strike 1. 0-1, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. The breaking ball is high for ball 1. Well, so far, Zach Sneedy ended the second with the ground out, but he also kind of kick-started that second with a single. So he really kick-started and ended it. The 1-1 breaking ball stays high. That one up around the letters for ball 2. Well, Sneed really needed that hit. He came into today hitting 2 for 10 in his last 5 games. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Now Wilson going to get talked to by his pitching coach.
Yeah, kind of wondering about this. Like, could play some background music. I mean, he hit 71, but like he's pitching well, pretty well.
Yeah, again, barring that second inning, he's pitched he's pitched phenomenally.
Yeah.
Outside of the second, he's let 2 base runners aboard, and both of the next batters are grounding double plays.
Yeah.
So I mean, so far so good, I guess. I mean, 11 batters, they've all been out.
Yeah.
Falcons are trying to none. Again, excluding that second inning. which where the Falcons played 6 off of 6 hits in an air.
Yeah.
Oh, 7 hits now after the stat correction. So 7 hits with no errors.
All right.
Well, the 2-1. Zach Sneed will dig in as the plane flies over the field. And now time called by the catcher, Colella, after both Wilson and Sneed were taking their time. Will Mall back up in the bullpen for the Eagles. We'll see if he goes into the game here. 2-1 coming home the pitch. That one soft grounded over to first. Steel Bird will play it on the hop back and step on the bag for out number 3. So another 3 up, 3 down the hard way here after the double play. Falcons trail or lead by 4 as we go into the 6th. I know, sorry.
Leading off for the Eagles.
Well, the Falcons' third
Number
senior on the
2,
mound.
Dylan
Here's
Clark.
Hank Collins. The right-hander has been, now, dare I say, phenomenal here for AC Flora, coming into the day with a 0.45 ERA over 15 and a third inning of work. He's making his 10th appearance, and he throws a fastball right down Broadway for strike number 1. Here for the Eagles, it's 7, 8, and 9 due up for Hilton Head Christian Academy here in the top of the 6th. That fastball will stay outside for ball 1. It's 1-1 here against the right-handed DH, Dylan Clark. Clark went down swinging back in the 4th, and he lined out in the 2nd. He is the first and only Eagle so far to face all 3 pitchers. The 1-1 from Collins, the breaking ball beautifully in there. The slider broke right down Broadway for strike number 2. Hank Collins, again, 10 appearances here on the mound, 15 and a third innings pitch. He has 3 saves here for AC Flora. The 1-2 pitch, that one's in the dirt and away for ball 2. Hank pitched against Irmo in game 1. He earned his 3rd save of the year, and he had a strikeout to go with it. Falcons won that game 3-0. The 2-2 coming home from Collins, one low, ball 3. And Clark fouled back from being 3-2 without moving the bat. Clark looking for his first hit in the last 5 games. The full count pitch coming home, swinging strike 3, a weak swing strike. Collins has his first K, and the Falcons have one down here in the top of the 6th. Looked like that changeup from Collins fooled Clark, and he offered a light, weak swing. First out, number 1. So now it's Jackson Richardson up, who has made it his goal to ground out to Roperwensky at second. He has 2 so far. We'll see if Hank Collins can make number 3. It's righty on righty. Collins will come home. The first pitch, the slider right in the middle, strike number 1. That slider, especially for righties with Collins' release point being sort of like, I would say like a 3/4 release point.
Yeah.
It's just so, it's deceptive and wicked movement. Makes it really hard for the righties to hit. The 0-1, strike 2. It caught him swinging. Just as I said, Richardson offered to the slider. It was a check swing, but that slider was in the other batter's box by the time it crossed home plate. 0-2 against Richardson. Collins comes home, swinging strike 3. That one was in the dirt. And Collins has back-to-back Ks. He looks phenomenal yet again. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts for Collins. Chip Hetzel will be the one to try to break it. Hetzel grounded out to the pitcher, in the 5th. He also reached via the walk and scored one of the 2 runs for the Hilton Head Christian Academy. The first pitch to him, it's righty on righty. It's a fastball right down the middle for strike number 1. Collins wasting little time attacking these hitters. That's the 3rd straight first pitch strike. They've all been right down the heart of the plate. He's almost saying, I dare you to try to hit it. The 0-1 coming home. The slider, Scott, strike 2, swinging. Oh my goodness, Hetzel offered late and just couldn't connect. And Collins looking to strike out the side here. The 0-2 coming home. That ball just outside for ball 1. Half the Falcons' infield was going back to the dugout. Well, it's now 1-2 here to the right-handed Hetzel. After him, it's the top of the order here for the Eagles. Collins wants to avoid it. He'll deal the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking outside corner. Strike 3. Hank Collins, 3 up, 3 down. All via the K. The Falcons hold the 6-2 lead going to the bottom of the 6th. Well, the Falcons had 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the 6th. Here comes the bottom half. We'll see if Zane Wilson, who's coming back out for inning number 6 here for the Eagles, can do the same. Well, he gets 6, 7, and 8 here for AC Flora. First up is Evan Smith. Evan has been hit by a pitch and struck out here tonight. First pitch he watches go by on the outside part of the plate for strike number 1, and Wilson throws a first pitch strike here to the right-handed Evan Smith. A right-hander on the mound. He'll work quickly. The 0-1 coming home. The curveball. Beautiful. Strike 2. Freezing Evan Smith. And Zane Wilson, his success has been getting ahead early. The Falcons attacked him in the 2nd, but haven't done much since then. The 0-2 coming home from Wilson. That pitch swinging on a foul ball. It was outside, but Evan fought it off.
The DH spot next?
Yes.
Okay.
That Monty Lafitte I see it in DH. Aha. Well, the 0-2 to Evan Smith. The breaking ball hits him again. Evan Smith has now been hit by 2 pitches, and he'll reach first base yet again here for the second time tonight.
0-2 and into the back. Ah.
Took it like a champ.
Yeah.
Number 32.
Well, Monty Lafitte went out to face Colby Ridgel. He'll dig in for his first licks tonight. Well, Monty had his, so far, varsity defining moment. A 2 RBI double off the wall to really break that game open for AC Flora against Irma. It's righty on righty, and Lafitte will dig in for the first time tonight after giving some much-needed advice from Coach Howlett. We'll see if Monty bunts here, which is, I mean, we've seen the Falcons bunt in this situation a lot this season. Falcons lead by 4 at 6-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. There's nobody out and a runner at first. See what Wilson does. Monty's not bunting. That first pitch high and inside, ball 1. That was close to being a strike, but it just ran up and in on the right-handed Lafitte. Well, other than yesterday, Monty Lafitte went 2 for 7 so far this year. The next pitch to him, the breaking ball right down the heart of the zone. Strike 1. And that beautiful break, it's like a slide, it's like a slurve in a way. It's not like a curve, but definitely has wicked downward movement along with the slider. The 1-1, now that one is a true curve for strike number 2 on the inside part of the plate. Lafitte just watched it. Now he's behind 1-2. Hasn't given a hack yet. No, before we even do anything else, Zane gets the ball, throws it right back to first, where Evan Smith dives back in safely. Wilson, after falling behind 1-0, comes home with the 1-2. The pitch is high, ball 2. It's up around the shoulders of Monty, and he was able to stay off of it. He looked like he wanted to pull that trigger. Monty, one of the young sophomores on this team, the many AC Flora has. The 2-2 coming home, the breaking ball just missed. Jeff, where'd that one miss?
It was up a little, I guess, but it moved like a knuckleball.
It was like a knuckle curve in a way.
Yeah.
Well, the 3-2 here. Before that happens, Zane will go back to first, keeping Smith close. Now, Evan does have 7 stolen bases. He's one to keep an eye on over there for AC Flora. He has 7 stolen bases in 15 games. Doesn't have one yet tonight. The 3-2 coming home. Monty Lafitte swings through and off. A fastball up in the zone. I can't talk. That's strikeout number 1 of the inning. That's 5 strikeouts for Zane Wilson here tonight in total. And Paul Choate will get his next digs. Paul Choate sacrificed the bunt RBI back in the second, and he struck out swinging in the third. First pitch to him, the off-speed right down the heart of the zone, strike 1. Wilson doing a great job of starting that pitch right around the right-handed batter's box and breaking it into the zone. Falcons hitters have not been able to figure that one out here as of late. 0-1, 1 gone. Next pitch, the breaking ball over the head of Choate. It's ball 1, and again, Choate took one of those on the dome last game. Now, he's fine, obviously, he's playing, but he's not one to move out of harm's way if one comes at the head.
It's a team player.
Right-hander comes home, the pitch, fastball in the outside part of the zone, strike 2. Choate falls behind 1-2. And Wilson looking for back-to-back strikeouts here. Would be the second time he's gotten that here tonight. This is his 3rd start here in the last 2.5 weeks-ish. Give up no earned runs coming into the day in those starts. He's given up 6. That one skied in the right field, going over Jackson Richardson in the right center gap. He'll settle under it, and he'll make the play for out number 2. About 10 to 20 feet from the warning track. So Choate with back-to-back flyouts to the right fielder. Now brings it 2 gone.
Number 9, Joe Ray.
So Joe Ray, who got his first ever varsity hit down the first base line, a slow roller that Steele couldn't feel, but it probably would have beat it out. He's back up. It's the first pitch to him is high, fly in the right field. Richardson has a bit easier read on that one. He'll settle under it without much of a move for out number 3. Richardson gets the last 2 outs in right, and the Falcons will have a 6-2 lead going to the 7th. Hilton Head Christian Academy needs 4 to tie and 5 to take the lead.
right.
Here we go. Top 9 in the Hilton Head Christian Academy have the top 3 in the order. The bottom 3 went down via the K in the last inning. We'll see if Collins can continue that success. The first pitcher to the left-handed hitter is high and away, ball 1. The right-hander just missed the top outside of the zone. Well, Bratt, he singled back in the 5th, but he's also struck out twice here tonight. The 1-0 slider catches the outside part of the zone, strike 1, and Collins continues to locate that slider very well today. Hernandez, that ball slipped out of his glove, and quickly there's going to be a look at Tyler, who I'm not sure what happened. They're going to look at his hand all of a sudden. So it was a weak throw back to Collins on the mound. It looked like that ball slipped. However, after a quick check from Coach Duncan, we'll resume action. It's 1-1 here in the top of the 7th. Falcons up by 4. It's a 6-2 lead. Hilton Head Christian Academy has the heart of the order due up. Collins, the 1-1, the pitch, swinging strike 2, blows a fastball right by Bratt. Well, Collins came in today with 16 Ks. He now has 19. Looking for a couple more. The 1-2 foul back into the forestry off of a tree back onto the field. How about that? That was hard. It was hit so hard it bounced off the wood of the tree and then came back. So hit 2 bats technically, if we're doing the math.
Umpire threw away the ball in disgust.
How dare you not use that ball?
Paul, you were dismissed.
You are not needed anymore. 1-2 coming home, just fouled back into the mask of Hernandez. He looks to be all right, though. Bratt's fighting here. He had 9 strikeouts coming in tonight. He has 2 so far this evening. Compared to his 14 walks, he'd take it. However, he's behind 1 and 2 here against the right-handed gunslinger, Hank Collins, who's been tough to hit for pretty much anybody this year. The 1-2 coming home, the pitch, that one's skied in the center field. It's high hit. That one may be on the short outfield grass, but the center fielder, Evan Smith, will call everyone off in shallow center for out number 1. Looked like the shortstop, Chetwood, may go back and make the play in shallow center, but Evan Smith made the play for out number 1, and now there's 2 outs remaining here for the Eagles in the 7th.
Yeah, that was up so high. Any of those 3 could have gotten it. Ripper could have gotten that.
Correct. That is the center fielder's ball, and it should be, so making the right play. Well, it's Steel Bird here, back up for the Eagles. He's reached twice off of a walk and a hit by pitch. He's also grounded out here in the first. So he's 0 for 1, technically. The first pitch to him, the slider just inside against the right-handed hitter.
Just the action on that pitch?
I mean, it's so dirty. It's such a good-moving slider.
God.
Hank is going to USC next year, and not to play baseball, though. The 1-0, 1 out, the pitch, the slider, low and inside. He's just missed both of them by a matter of inches. It's 2-0 here with 1 out. Well, on deck is the dangerous Slade Bird, who's been even better than his brother so far this year, even though his brother's coming into the Clemson, who's at the dish. Falcons will now shift him, moving Roper over up the middle of the shortstop. Chetwood's back in the hole. Center fielder Evan Smith in left center. The 2-0 is now chopped down the left field line. Foul ball. So Evan Smith more in left center. Still just a little in the left center. However, the left fielder Paul Choate is more down the line and left. And the right fielder Charlie Scott's in right center, fully right center. It's 2-1, 1 out. The pitch coming home. That ball hard hit right at the third baseman Joe Ray, who catches it on a line. And the Eagles are all of a sudden down to their final out. That was on a rope. Joe Ray said, "I'll take that." And the Falcons are 1 out away from capping off of a senior night win here.
Good call on the shift by the coaches.
Great call. That was right at Joe Ray. Well, the left-handed Slade Bird is the last hope here for the Eagles trying to extend this game. Righty on lefty, the first pitch from the right-handed Collins is high for ball 1. Well, Slade, he's been on base twice with a double and a single, but he's also flown out to Charlie Scott in right. He's 2 for 3. The next pitch right down Broadway, strike number 1. Collins put some heat on that one. Looking to cap off a 2-inning work here on senior night for him. The 1-1 comes home. The pitch, swinging strike 2. That changeup dipped hard at the end. And now the Eagles are down to their final strike of the game. Collins has 3 tonight. Looking for number 4. He's ahead 1 and 2 with 2 gone. The pitch comes home. That ball hard hit the center field. Evan Smith going back toward the warning track. He'll have room and he'll make the play for out 3. Hank Collins comes in, strikes out 3, retires all 6 he faces. The 3 seniors pitched all 7 innings, give up 2 runs off of 5 hits, and the Falcons win their senior night by a final score of 6-2.
Here at Falcon Field will be at 12 noon.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Well, the second inning made it kind of a lot easier for our pitchers to kind of sit back and play with the lead.
Yeah.
Falcons have now won their 3rd straight. They moved to 9-7. Hilton Head Christian has lost now their 5th game of the year. They dropped to 14-5, but we will play one more here tomorrow at noon. And as Jeff and I were discussing,
Yeah, we don't know who's pitching.
we don't know who's pitching. Well, the problem is this week Tyler's pitched, Sam's pitched, Hank is now pitched, Luke is pitched, but Luke may have a couple innings. I'm not sure because he pitched in that first game.
It was on Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, Luke may have some innings. Ryan just pitched, which brings him out. Carter's pitched, Sparky, and then Wrench just pitched. Meaning the available pitchers we have, theoretically, are Hank Shalcom, Charlie Scott, and Harris Rivers. And then obviously,
Monty.
and then Monty has, but he's not thrown a varsity inning yet, so
I
or
wanna
a
see
varsity
it.
pitch. I do too, but I'm just saying that like we have not seen him in action.
Yeah.
We have Adger Johnson still in there
Adger.
that's available out
Yeah.
of the pen. However, we have not seen Adger since a rough
One
BC
pitch
game.
outing.
One pitch outing, he hit a batter and was immediately thrown back into the dugout.
Yeah.
And that's all. That's all. Who? And Joe Ray. Joe Ray has thrown a varsity pitch.
Oh, yeah, we did. When did he pitch?
He pitched against Brooklyn Casey.
Brooklyn Casey.
That was a
that's
fun
right.
story with all the
Yeah.
parents. The parents were all like, because parents, I think maybe it was Luke who was like, because I've been talking to Luke a little more and more, because Luke was like, we didn't know who was pitching that day, and and Holland was like, let's just go Joe. Let's just go Joe.
Yeah.
Let's just throw Joe today.
Yeah.
That's what
That
happened.
was good, though.
Well, we'll find
fun.
out the rest of you guys tomorrow. Maybe before you guys, but
Yep.
not much. Falcons take it by a final of 6-2. Joe Ray grabs his first ever high school hit, and the Falcons win on senior night here at Falcon Field.